Welcome, Sandeep. So, we have with us Sandeep today in our conversation series with HR leaders and people who are actually working on impact. So, Sandeep, to start off with, can you help us understand pretty shortly what it is, who you are, what do you bring to the table, and what has been your experience thus far?
Yeah, it's thank Anup for bringing me in this live session with you, and I am very much thankful to you. Basically, I am a MBA HR. I have done my science graduate with physics honors, and then started my career with HR. I have a 27 years of experience in HR, starting with a manufacturing company, then again with the corporates, multinationals, and currently I'm working as an HR leader, as an HR advisor. So in the 27 years of experience, I have seen a lot of phases. You can see around 3 decades in the HR, the changing environment, what we had looked 30 years back, and then after what I'm seeing. So a lot of changes I have seen in the economic conditions, in the labor welfare conditions, in the social reforms has been going throughout the decades.
So, Sandeep, I mean, 27, 25 years, so you've practically seen an entire
Yeah,
generation of professionals and an entire generation of industries come and go, right? You have
yeah,
been part of a metamorphosis of the entire HR ecosystem. So tell
yeah.
me, I mean, I'm sure there have been mighty big achievements that you've been handling. Tell me something that you're really proud of, and tell me something that really adds value to you as a professional, and what it is that you would like to, how do I say, contribute to the larger ecosystem of leaders, drawing on your experience of
Yeah, yeah.
almost 30 years.
So I will just start with one two stories what I have just experienced in my life. I will not name the company, but when I joined the company, there was an attrition rate of 15%. You can imagine the high attrition. When I discussed with the management of the company, CMD of the company, while joining that, what is the reason? He said the reason is that we are facing a lot of attritions, and that's why I hired you as an SG leader because you have a lot of experience in the companies. So
Go
I have
figure it
seen
out.
they have just, yeah,
He's like, go figure it out, is it?
yeah, yeah. So he showed me the social media's platform. You have heard about
Hmm.
the Hangouts, you have heard about the Ambition Box, you have heard about the many social sites. No, he showed me that the rating has gone down. Some persons has given him rating a very below rating. So he told me that why the rating is down in the Ambition Box. They are telling that I am not providing the water, I am not providing the facilities to them. So this is the reason why my attrition has gone up. I said that is not the one reason, because the reason is the ideology and the thought process what the company is being adopting. So you have to understand the basic situations from where this problem arises. So as an agile leader, I suggest him to just work on the background, what has happened earlier and why the rate has been gone up. So I've worked on that. I've worked with the employees. I've worked with the systems, and then in 2 3 months, just the rate has come down to 4 to 5%. So that was a quite achievement, because when you work with the laborers, when you work with the employees, you understand basic the reasons. Sitting in the boardrooms, you can't justify the reasons, or you can't go through it, and you can't make decisions. So there are basic things which has to be implemented, and then you can get the results. So as HR, we are here to retain the peoples. We are not going to increase the attritions or control the attritions. We retain the manpower, and the manpower at the lower level are very important, at the ground level are very important. So these are the things which an HR has to be considered while they practices in the organizations.
Thanks for bringing that up, Sandeep, because is this in an environment which is very labor heavy, this organization?
Yeah, yeah. It is in manufacturing. Basically, it is in manufacturing sectors. And when you go in Rajasthan's such areas, no, you found that the labor welfare amenities are very low. Honestly, I will focus on the labor laws. No, again, I will come on the labor laws what I've experienced.
Yeah.
So new ways labor codes has come, and lot of
Yeah.
things government has proposed to change. But the basic thing is what? Just what I have experienced, that everything is on papers. Execution is very, very weak. Execution part is very weak from the companies. You can say the labor laws are not being properly followed by the companies. So that's why the employees, no, they are not getting the benefit out of it. And the government regulations, the enforcement is also very weak in some of the areas. The effect of legislations, the effect of labor laws, you can see only in the metro cities, not in the rural areas. Still, the
Yeah.
rural areas, the legislation is very weak there.
So you mean the execution of the legislation. So the legislation is there, but the execution and the ultimate benefits
Execution
being
is very
passed
weak.
on
Yeah.
is the suspect. So how do you look at
Yeah.
the entire the new labor codes coming in? I mean, it's still under discussion with a lot of state governments getting into their own stuff because labor, of course, is a concurrent subject in India. So how do you look at the new labor code
Yeah.
affecting the, how do I put this, the ease of doing business, sort of a sort of an environment, if I may? How does it influence? I mean, what is your take, drawing on your 30 years in the industry?
So now the legacy of old labor laws, you can say 29 labor laws, has been now consolidated to four labor codes: wages code, industrial relations code, and safety codes and IR codes. Okay. So what actually happens? The benefits part of it, the wages definitions has been defined. So the IR relations benefits has been extended. The social security benefits have been extended. The skilled laborers, perform workers who were organized sectors, they have been brought in the social securities benefits. So I will start with there was a quarter three results of for IT companies, can say SL, TCS, and Infosys. No? So what the issues were there? Extra means expenses has gone to around 4,373 crores. So they told that this is due to the labor new codes implementation. So this is a very means big thing, no? Because in IT companies, if their expenses has gone due to the labor laws, new labor laws implementation cost, it means that they were not following the laws earlier. Those were already available before that also, but they were not implementing it. Means their salaries were very high. 50% of basic pay they have to means keep on the record of the total CTC. For total CTC, 50% has to be kept on there. And they were the increasing cost due to 50% goes to on bonus, on goes to on leave encashment, goes to on gratuity provisions.
Hmm.
So this is the provisional things they have done due to new labor law changes. So that's they are saying that 4,373 crores have been the extra expenses in the IT industries. So this is 2 3 days back. The story has come together in the figure. So the point is again that a lot of the companies have a very good margin, very good profits. And the reason behind that, the labor laws was not totally implemented at the company's level, at the industry's level. So that these four new labor laws again have come with some changes, major changes. Regulatory information is there. Compliances, statutory compliances are made more concrete is there, and the improving the administrative capacity is also one thing I would like to point out, that India, if you see, is of doing business. It's not on the labor law reforms. There are other factors also. Because as per my study for the last 20 years, I've seen that the administrative control of the government over the regulatory affairs and labor laws has been changed. We are in a phase where everything has been regularized, everything has been put in order. You can take the examples of NHAI. They have made major law changes. They MORTH, Ministry of Roads and Highways, they have made major changes in the economic. They have taken the some steps for consumers' interest. They have taken the road users' interest. They have considered the audit systems in railways. The infrastructure system is also grown up. They have also considered some reform system. The ministry has taken very good steps. So the government steps in making this is a quite appreciable for that. That's why we are in a phase that in the current in coming 5 years, our economic growth is projected to 6.5 to 7.5%. GDP growth will be
Yeah.
great higher than that. So these are the reasons that lot of infrastructure, lot of administrative capacity changes and reforms are taking place. And in coming years, I think the government Viksit Bharat mission is on a great success. Even you take the G Ramji Yojana, Manrega, They have come out from the Manrega and Viksit Bharat Gram Rojna. They have a state set up a monitoring system to monitor all the benefits are going to the people or not. So these
So
are the
glad
great
you
steps what I've seen.
glad you picked that up, Sandeep, because even with my experience, I resonate a lot with what you're saying. That the
Hmm.
laws have always been there. It's the implementation, execution, and the governance which was a suspect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now, do you think with the consolidation in the labor laws and the code, implementation would get simpler and the governance parameters would be better defined?
Yeah, the government has tried to just put all the consolidation, and there are some confusions the labor laws. No, when you take the example of wages, there are different acts: Payment of Wages Act, Gratuity Act, and Minimum Wages Act. Lot of acts were there. No, ID Act. So in every act, the wages definition was different.
Different, yeah.
So that is the one point that consolidated one minimum wages means what? Wages, you have to define the wages. Okay, the wages will not be only according to the skilled; they will be according to the locals also about the consumer price index. So a lot of means variance
Yeah.
and escape in mind due to consideration of that. Social security benefits were not extended to the many sectors. No unorganized sectors were not there. So they have also kept in mind that also for women also, they have allowed for the night shift. They have allowed for the safety
Hmm.
precautions. In gratuity rules also, they have implemented that for the fixed term employment for 1 year, you have to
They
pay
will
the
have to give
gratuities.
gratuity.
Contractual labors also has been changed. So a lot of things I have seen that you take example of bonus in the you call the rural areas. A lot of companies are there, they're not going to even to pay the bonus to the employees. The company's margin are increasing, they are only the papers. I have seen it, no same, because I am on the same pay. So I have seen it, they're not paying the bonus to the workers, they're not paying gratuity to the workers.
Yeah, so
So
it's
that's why if provisioning is met. Yeah,
this is definitely a change for the good in your book, yeah, Sandeep?
yeah, yeah,
It is for the better. Tell me, you also
yeah,
mentioned that very critical. It's the in thing these days, discussing the extension of labor benefits to the gig and platform economy
yeah,
personnel. Yeah, so even those people have been brought under the purview of the new labor
yeah,
codes.
yeah,
What
yeah.
do you think about it? What is your
Yeah, yeah.
view?
I have already spoken to the people, no? I have spoken to the gig workers also. So they were not under any insurance cover. No health insurance was there. No benefits were extended to them. Yesterday only, I think Delhi government has announced an welfare board scheme to them. They will create
Hmm.
a welfare boards for them. These organized, unorganized laborers, no gig workers and all the platform workers, definitely they're very happy, no, because they will be given the benefits for the other workers also. They are also kept in the category of the other benefit of the other workers. So that will definitely bring a great benefits to the people working in different categories, not only the gig workers, platform workers, also there are different sectors which the government has think over it. So definitely it is a very good steps.
Okay. Okay. So, Sandeep, it's very interesting listening to you after your extensive experience of almost 3 decades. Yeah, and as I said previously, I mean, you've seen a complete generation of HR people come and go over the last 30
Yeah,
years, right?
yeah, yeah.
Tell me, as a professional, drawing on your experience, what do you think you can contribute to the larger ecosystem of HR and leaders so that we can draw on your experience and learn?
Yeah, yeah. So basically, I will tell you the HR is not only for the compliances or not only for the bridging the gap between employer and employer. HR basically works on the emotions, expectations, conflicts, grievances, and broken confidence, you can say. Where there's confidence is broken, we work on that now. So, to the large extent, because in one of my lectures in Manipal University in Rajasthan, that called me as a guest lecturer there for giving a lectures. I just advise the students also, the coming generation also, that that the generation that today's the next generation is coming is a generation of skills. No, you will advance with the skills. If you're skilled, you will get the better job. Unemployment is the only for those who don't have the skills, the required skills.
Yeah.
You have to acquire the skills what is relevant today. In one of my podcasts, in one of my lectures, I mentioned about the agentic AI also. No, agentic AI is different with the normal AI. So I have told the students also that the coming age will be for the agentic AI. Now India's contribution to the agentic AI is 48% in the global, and Australia is 23%, and USA is 28%. So this the change in the dynamics, change in the means digitalization of the company country definitely will be a very go through it, no, and this new generation is coming has to think over it that what the new things are coming and how you have to equip with the technical knowledge with your skills in different levels, not only in IT but other sectors also, the skills based, because I am also associated with the recruitments and firms and as an advisor to the recruitment firms. So I know that the recruitment of the employees, the peoples are demanding for their skills, demanding not for the experience. They are going for their skills, and the people who will have a good skill will definitely rule out. And India, we are coming with very new technologies, new startups are coming with new adventures are coming in defense sectors, in corridor logistics sectors. A lot of things are coming in India, so you have to be planned for that. What new things are coming, why new technology is coming, how you have to equip with it. This will definitely go to a breakthrough for the employees, means for the prospective employees.
Sure. Sandeep, it's an absolute pleasure listening to somebody like you and sharing their experience. Yeah, and I'm sure we will all grow as we engage more and more, we talk more and more, and we would love to hear you in detail sometime in the near future and get into more and more podcasts and exchange of ideas. Thank you for taking time off on this Saturday
Thank
and
you very
talking to
much.
us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank
Thanks.
you.